Happy Wednesday. Happy Mind Your Wednesday. Today, kind of following up on the healthy boundary setting that I touched on last week. I want to talk about the word extra. Extra means in addition to the usual amount. So I often refer to myself or have been referred to as extra. You're doing too much. Who needs to know that information? Why would you ask that? Why does that need to be? Why you always got so many questions? Extra. A lot of times that comes kind of in a negative sense. And I started receiving it as much when people would say that. And I also remember some years ago, especially when I was heavily doing event design, I would say it's like a blessing and a curse. It makes me good at what I do, but sometimes I get on my own nerves by doing that. So a few days ago, well, maybe not a few days ago, maybe a week or so ago, I remember saying that out loud. You know how extra I can be. And the spirit kind of convicted me when I said it. And it's like, no, you're not extra. Stop saying that about yourself. I was like, okay. Well, what is it? That's just who you are. That's just how you do things. It's not extra. It's extra for other people. That's why they call you extra. But for you, that's just who you are. That's just how you do. A friend of mine would say, that thing that you do when you're doing what you're doing, when you do what it is that you do. That's how he would describe what I do. Yeah, that's just who you are. And I think sometimes we adopt things in a way because we hear it so much from other people. And it's almost like just to kind of take the sting out of it, like you talk about yourself before other people talk about you. You be like, yeah, I know I'm doing a lot. Yeah, nobody's not going to pay any attention to that, but it's just, and you kind of almost downplay it. Another thing that was brought to my attention about the whole extra thing was that sometimes I project my extra. It may, if times past, have come off in a takeover. No, not necessarily. I just see things differently. Like, well, let me just do, and I can do this. And so people expect that extra from me. And I realize sometimes that I would just step in and just do. But on the backside, I would be like, well, I'm always doing. And I'm always going. And I'm always this. And they didn't say thank you. And they didn't. And I put myself in these situations in the extra, right? But then I get attitude because somebody asked me to do something. Crazy, right? I know. But think about it. If you're just authentically being who you are, and then somebody assigned a label to that in seemingly a negative way, we start moving out of that posture. And then we trust to get upset about it. Right. So I'm sharing this with you in the same vein of setting healthy boundaries is that thing that people say you do too much, and you always doing, and you kind of and you almost feel sometimes bad about it. Be who you are. Be authentically who you are. I take people calling me extra because that means that I'm just beyond the capability of something that others cannot do. I can take that now. But now I have to do better with setting a boundary of where I place that extra. Now, if I can put extra on the 9 to 5, if I can put extra in other people's lives, and I can do extra in all these other areas, I can be extra for me. Remember last week I told you guys about that term self-full, right? So me being self-full is being extra for Tracy. So when I'm extra for other people, I don't need the thank you and the applause and the claps. Is it great if you get it? Of course. But now I can truly be able to give out of a place expecting nothing in return. So, will I call myself extra anymore? Probably not. I'm just being me. And I just need you to just be you. Don't accept the labels that other people place on you. Okay? Okay. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Be a great day.